This call is now being recorded. This call is now being transcribed. Okay. Sorry, I think I'm on the wrong one. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session of the WiLG Women's Mentorship Program. It's been an amazing weekend, power-packed with wonderful mentors. Today, we're having Sharon Itua, one of my KIF sisters, and she's going to be speaking on mindset and professional growth. And it's really important that we speak on our mindset, because the honest truth is our mindset that would help propel us in continuing to push forward, even despite facing setbacks, even when we're excelling and successful. We'll still need that mindset, the positive mindset. And I'm really excited, and I can't wait to hear all that she's going to say. So like I always do, I'll give a little introduction about Sharon. Sharon is a vibrant young lady, super intelligent, packed. She's so good at critical analysis. I mean, she challenged me, and I met her during the Kashim Ibrahim Fellowship when we were in Kaduna State. And Sharon is passionate about things. We worked in the social media group together, and it was really amazing. But she was somebody that would push me to even do better. She would stay up late, trying to ensure that our strategy is intact. We plan, she's preparing all our posts, she's scheduling. I've seen her dedication even through the projects that we had during our community service. She's also someone who is fun. So, I mean, she has a work-life balance, and she's good at meeting friends, good at making friends, networking, leveraging on her network and connecting with people. I mean, in Kaduna, she knew everybody in government house, and basically she went on to do great things with the Kaduna state government. So I'm super excited to have you here, Sharon. And I'm going to give you a floor without wasting much time so that we can get on. So I will stop sharing my screen so that you can share yours.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much for the introduction. I want to meet the ladies, the mentees. I was of the opinion that I would get to see their faces and hear their voices. So can we do that? Hi, Cecilia. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Mercy. Hi, Chamaka. Hi, Grace. Grace, we're namesakes because my name is Amazing Grace as well. Hi, Samuel Tony. Can you say hi back to let me know that you're there?
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Chamaka. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon, Sharon.
Hi, Mercy. Good afternoon. Who else? Miriam, Cecilia, Grace, and Samuel.
Shalom, Sharon. How are you?
Hello, Cecilia. How are you? Good to see your
I'm
face.
fine. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. I thought we were going to. Thank you. Hi, Miriam. I see you waving. Hi, Samuel Tony.
Good evening.
Evening. How are you? I know that it's hello. It's the weekend, so everyone is sort of maybe resting or something, or in that zen mode. I don't want to be dragged out today. So, are we turning on our cameras, or I'm turning mine off as well? Veronica, how does it work?
We can leave you can leave your camera on, Sharon.
So where are the ladies? I want to meet the. Hi, yes, I've seen Cecilia. Hi, Mercy. I've seen Mercy. Who else? Let me see your faces so that when I see you on social media, I know who you are. And it would be nice to just put faces to the names just so that as we proceed. Hi, Chiamaka, so pretty. Look at that. Okay. Veronica, you had the best crop. Oh. I didn't know that this was a most beautiful girl pageantry. Okay, well, to those that have their cameras on, thank you. Please stick with me. I will not blabber too much. So let me just share my screen so that we start. Right? I just put something short together for us to. Yeah, so it's called Unleashing the Leader Within. So pardon me, I'm connected on both devices and I'll be looking here and there at the same time. So first of all, I'm gonna throw the question to the house. Can you see my screen? I didn't even confirm.
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. What is one quality that you admire in a leader and why? So we can just go at random. If you have, okay, let me call Cecilia first, and Mercy will go next. What is one quality you admire in a leader and why?
That's a very interesting question. What's one quality? Okay. I would say honesty,
Mhm.
and in a sense where I prefer when a leader or anybody particularly was honest with me, telling me exactly what they want, what they're going to do, how they want it to be done, and sort of like explaining in a very huge explanatory way. I don't have to feel like it's vague, and I don't have to be in a situation where I don't know what I'm supposed to do or how things need to be done, because we know we have all demographic values and we have indifferences. So it's good if somebody is really honest with you and telling you this is how I want the job to be done and this is how I want things to be done, or this is how I work because this is my culture, this is my tribe, my religion. So being in a situation where someone is honest in a sense that they express themselves fully to a
Yeah.
capability where you understand, okay, and grasp this is what they want and this is what how they want it to be done. That's what I want. And the next question is, I need to zoom,
Why?
and
Oh,
why.
I think it's small, yeah?
Yeah,
Not
I've
sure
already
why my
explained it in a
screen.
sense.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Mercy, can you go next? What's one quality you admire in a leader and why? Let me share a better version of my screen, please. Give me a minute. So, Mercy, while you answer, I would set this up. Quality in a leader and why?
I think that the ability of a leader to make other leaders,
Mm,
the ability of a leader to make other leaders, to inspire, to guide other people that are coming, and to just see people in their maybe their like raw materials, and then being able to help them know themselves, bring out potential in them, refine
mm.
them to become leaders too. I think I really admire that. Yeah.
I like that. I like what you said. The ability of a leader to make other leaders. That's a kingmaker, basically. And that's very
Yeah.
profound. We'll delve into that. Samuel, do you want to go next? That's Samuel. Tony. Salvation Grace. Any takers? Okay, Tony, you're unmuted.
Okay. What I really like ability to like input your recreating yourself a better
Mm, okay, I think her network is a bit shaky. But I heard you say building yourself up
ability
to.
to recreate your
Okay,
bringing out a better version of
of yourself.
it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me type it.
Okay, please. Thank you. Grace,
Mm.
Salvation Grace, are you there? If not, Chemaka, can you hear me? Miriam Abdulmalik. Okay, Chemaka, you're unmuted.
Sorry, I had to log off because of my data. I think the last question I had was, what is quality of a leader you admire, right?
Yes, I think the question is on the screen now. What's one quality you admire in a leader and why?
Okay. For me, I feel like the quality I admire in a leader is quite to be able to make hard decisions. Because as a human being, if you are to make some decisions and at the end of the day they turn out to be the wrong decisions, you know that you are the only person that have to bear the consequences. But as a leader, you know that if at the end of the day that decision you make is the wrong decision, people are going to hold you accountable for it. You will see people talking nonsense, and you just have to be calm and accept the fact that making mistake is okay. So the ability to make tough decisions, they are admiring leader.
Awesome. These are really interesting points. Thank you for your contributions. Yes, clap, 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 clap. Anyone wants to add anything before I move on? You can just raise your hand up. Motivation and ability to create yourself. Someone 20 says, awesome. It's a really great point. Thank you. So, I mean, today's topic, well, the topic that was given to me was mindset, right? Personal growth for leaders. And I was very happy to talk about this because I would consider myself a work in progress. I do not have it all figured out. Every day is a day to learn something new. Every day is a day to, um, like the last speaker said, make mistakes and start over again, right? So there's a quote on my screen that says, "Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations," right? Which is akin to what we're facing right now in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, you know what we're going through. So I would say there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So how does mindset influence leadership and personal growth? So I put a question here that oftentimes you see that there are two types of leaders. One that they seem to shy away, from responsibilities or challenges, and then another that, tend to embrace it. Um, and why, you would ask? And I think it's very similarly tied to everything everybody just said. Mindset. If you want to stay accountable or be accountable to someone, it has to do with your mindset. If you want to build again, if you fail and start over again, it's your mindset that will tell you stand up again. So I put it here that our mindsets are the underlying beliefs we hold about ourselves and our capabilities, right? There are two main mindsets that shape our approach to life: the fixed and the growth mindset. Um, Before I go on, Veronica, can you share for me, please? I need to be able to see my notes.
Sure. Let me do that.
Okay, let's stop sharing. Sorry, ladies, just 1 more minute to sort this out. Yes,
I'm sharing.
thank you. So yeah, I put here that we have the fixed growth, the fixed mindset, and the growth mindset. Now, understanding the fixed mindset. So the fixed mindset is the belief that our intelligence, our talents, and our abilities are fixed at birth. Follow come, in other words, right? And leaders with this fixed mindset might view setbacks as a proof of inadequacy and shy away from challenges. They might not be willing to seek feedback or take risks. They might fear failure or expose limitations. Now, this in turn basically holds us from reaching our full potential. Before I even go on, if you think you have a fixed mindset, can I see your hand? Just a show of hands. Fixed mindsets. Veronica, is your hand up?
In
Okay.
between.
Oh, in between. Okay.
For some things fixed, for some things.
Some things growth. That's fair. So this is how you know if you have a fixed mindset. You think, oh, setbacks are viewed as inadequacies, and you are threatened by successes of other people. Like if someone else is more intelligent than you, you're like, okay, this person is more intelligent than me, means, I'm not performing well in this regard, right? And since abilities are fixed, putting in effort feels like pointless. Like you might avoid tasks that you think you're not naturally good at because you think effort is pointless. That's a fixed mindset. Next slide, please. Yes. And before I go to this question, I would say that a fixed mindset hinders learning and growth, right? You need to step out of your comfort zone. And then when you're faced with challenges, you're most likely to give up and avoid tasks altogether. Um, and it weakens relationship because you feel like, you know, um, you're inadequate or like social anxiety can creep in. And please stop me. Just drop a question for me anytime where you have any. And forgive my voice. I have a cold. So I move on to the next and I say embracing the growth mindset. Now, what is the growth mindset? It is the belief that our abilities can be developed, that anything is possible. So I'm going to put this question back to the ladies on the call and say, what can you do today that you thought you couldn't do a year ago? I will do any mini mini and call Chiamaka. Let's start with you. Then Mercy, then Cecilia, then Grace and Chloe. What can you do today that you thought you couldn't do or that you couldn't do a year ago?
Okay, so for me, I think it's more of how will I put it? Public speaking. Yes, I'm that kind of person. I can tell you what to say, guide you on how to say it, or just listen. But to stand, not like I'm shy. I can stand in front of people, right? But to talk to them and convince them, I can't. But recently, I think I, I have the courage to do so. So yes, for me, it's public speaking.
That's nice. Well done. And you will tell us how you overcame your fear of public speaking. So well done to you. Next, Cecilia.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, just like let me first do a short intro. So, I'm Cecilia, I'm from Tanzania. So, just to let people know that WiLG is a multinational thing, and I will express it according to the culture and traditions here. So, we do actually have a lot of fixed mindset. So, the thing that I am grateful to Jesus Christ is I've been able to be agile in a sense where I've been able to unlearn, relearn, and learn things. So growing up, things used to be in a pyramid where this is how things are, this is how you're trained, so this is what you know. But with Jesus, I've been able to learn that things don't have to be the way that we are taught. So that's one thing that I've been able to change, and I've been willingly and accepting new things, relearning, unlearning, which is so difficult because there are times when I'm like, no, it has to be this way. This is how I know it, and I'll be very, very strong about it. I'll be defensive about it. But then he's made me learn that okay, things don't have to be the way that we think, and there's always room to learn more, and there's always room to accept things which are different. And people are always going to be different with our individual differences, and we just have to learn one another.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well done for you because not everyone can unlearn a lot of things that societal norms and traditions have sort of ingrained into us. So kudos to you. Well done. I hope that your journey remains smooth and the Lord Jesus Christ keeps helping you on the journey. So thank you for sharing. Samuel Toyin, would you like to go? Then Mercy. Yes, Aja. We got that. Toyin. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. Otherwise, okay, you're here.
Yes. Okay. For me, what I've been able to learn for the past few years, that's few years ago I was unable to do it. Like me starting up my career as an accountant, there was this kind of shyness in me, and a lot of things had happened. But for the past few years now, I've seen myself growing into the kind of woman I wanted, and I hope I'm still growing and learning more. And with this program that I've joined, it has really opened my mind to be wide and open to learn more.
I love that. I love that. Everyone is sending you loves and hugs and claps.
Yes.
Well
And thanks
done.
to Miss Veronica.
Yay. Clap, clap, clap. I love that. Wow. Okay. I like that, the ladies on this call sort of identify the need for their own innate power. Now I'm going to share mine before Mercy goes. What can I do today that I couldn't do a year ago? Believe in myself. As much as I am outspoken and playful and fun and dogged and all that, I still struggled with imposter syndrome. Can I do this? There are times I would, Veronica knows, we'll cry our eyes out. A year ago, we're here in Kaduna State, and our direct line manager was giving us the ick, but and it sort of translated into my psyche. Am I good enough? And when you work with people that would want to tear you down, at some point you begin to believe their testimonies. So I had to pull myself out of that. We had to be each other's support system. So there's something called accountability partners. So we had to be ourselves, be that to ourselves. When one person is going down, we're like, no, that's not who you are. Or, remember who you are, or that kind of thing. So I'm happy that everyone is recognizing their power now. So well done. Kudos to you. Mercy, your turn. Salvation Grace, I haven't heard from you. I hope you're here with us.
Yes. Good
Hi.
evening, ma. Well done. Good.
Hello.
Yeah, well done, ma. So
Thank you.
actually, it's funny, yeah, because I really don't know if I have something that I feel like I can do, but yeah, I always thought I cannot like make designs until something led me to like creating design because my team members were like showing up, so I had to like
Mm.
pick up my phone to do it. It's actually very funny, yeah, very funny. So um
Okay.
yeah, so I used to think I can't do it. Like, no, it's not for me. I don't like these tech things. I don't want to design. I can't do it. It's not for me. But I mean, I'm currently designing now. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
thank you.
amazing. Well done. Well done. Well done. Keep designing. And there's nothing you can't do. I like that you led with that. Like, I don't think there's nothing you cannot do. So far you put your mind to it. So that's a takeaway without even getting to the end of the presentation. So well done. Mercy, you speak on this and then we'll proceed.
Okay, good evening once again. I would
Hi.
say for me, many things, public speaking,
Mm,
my finances, and I think everything's started from that feeling of not being good enough. Yeah,
mm,
so it's affected many things. I didn't have the confidence to, speak to people.
mm.
I didn't think I could earn enough or as well as I would love to. Even design at the time. I'm also getting better with designs now. I did it voluntarily. I did it for payment. My finances, like I said, public speaking, many things. And the way or the way that I'm coming out of that is by taking on coaching courses. Yeah, so I read
Awesome.
books. Yes, coaching courses where like purpose discovery or just finding yourself and then listening to uplifting clips, messages, those things, and being in a community where there's so much support, right? And then over time, as I just dare to do those things or just start, I find out that wow, it's not so bad or it's not so hard. Actually, I
Mm,
can do this.
mm.
And then it has been a lot of learning and relearning and just moving forward. So happy with my
I love
progress.
I love it. Well done, everyone. Something I'm just very happy because it feels like we're teaching each other, and that's what I wanted. I just did not want to come and talk on you. I wanted to also learn from you. You said just start, right? And it's something Veronica and I used to say back then. We used to say, if you're gonna do it, just do it, but do it afraid, do it scared, but just do it. At least do it. If you start and you're shaky or whatever, fine. If you start and you fall, fine, but just do it. And hearing you guys just say, I just did it, I just wanted to start, and it's good. It makes me so happy. So well done. Yes, do it, but do it afraid. And it goes back to the slide, embracing growth mindset, right? Our abilities can be developed. The intellect, the superpowers that we have, the fixed follow come um, packages that we're born with can be developed, right? It's not a one size fits all, but it can also be one size fits all because growth can happen in different facets, but growth is still temporary. It's still a one package. I hope that's clear. So this is growth. Growth comes to everyone in one size. How you decide to expand it and how you decide to develop it is what differentiates you from me, right? I can receive my own package of growth like so and not do anything about it. But if I keep expanding and developing growth mindset and have the mindset that I can and I will and I can, then that's what makes us different. Now everything that you have mentioned, all of you have mentioned on this call is sort of linked to what's on the screen, which is resilience, adaptability, and motivation. You've bounced back from setbacks. You view them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. You've adapted, you've embraced change, you're readily, everybody's saying learning, relearning, unlearning. That's adaptability. And you're motivated by your own enthusiasm. And that is how you keep a growth mindset. I can and I will improve. There is nothing I cannot do. All right, next slide please. Yes. So this says that developing self-awareness. Now, what is self-awareness? So I put here that imagine holding a mirror to your mind. What would you see? That's a very deep question. That's something you need to ponder on. And when I wrote this, I was like, what would I see? Will I be afraid to look back at what is showing? What would I see? I want you to write this question down. And if not now, ask yourself later, right? That imagine if I hold a mirror to my mind, what will I see? So self reflection is the act of intentionally examining your thoughts, right? Your feelings, your behaviors, and your motivations. It is about asking yourself questions like, why did I react in that way? You know, Especially when you have someone piss you off and they always say count to five, but sometimes it's not easy. What am I truly passionate about? What are my strengths and weaknesses? Self reflection, taking a look inward, right? Please, I'm sure Veronica will share the slides later if you require. So you can always just go back
Yes,
to it. Okay, so these questions would help you sort of internalize what you're feeling. Again, I'm a work in progress, so I've come to realize that these are some of the things that work for me. Before I used to have anxiety, my chest would flare up or tighten in some certain instances. So what I do is I just take a deep breath. I count. Pardon me. There's no light anymore. I count from maybe like 10 downward. So just to catch my breath, just to center myself. Those are some of the things I do to avoid spazzing out. Right. And whenever I would do something during the day before I go to bed, I would just try to play the day again in my mind just to see what could I have done better. Mind you, if there's something I regret at that point in time, I absorb it, I own it. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have spoken to her like this, or I should have done this better. I own it, I do not beat myself up. There's a difference between, yay, they brought the light. This never happens. There's a difference between owning your errors, owning your mistakes, right? And beating yourself up for something. Now, what you should never do is beat yourself up for anything. I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard to say. It's easier said than done, but it can be done regardless. Remember, do it afraid. Now, this question of taking a look inward when you hold a mirror to your mind, what do you see? How I answered this question, especially in difficult times, is to give myself grace. So please write that down. Give yourself grace. That is also how you embrace a positive mindset because you're going into the world of leadership, right? And you're going to meet all different kinds of people. You're going to meet people that would stress you out. I remember my time in the public service here, in Kaduna State, and having to meet men and women that are sort of backward in their thinking, but having to struggle to say, you know what, I want to bring innovation to you or to help your cause, to help your MDA, but there's resistance. And there are times when, there was even conspiracies because it happened so. But in that moment, I just realized that the best way to prevail in that situation was obviously to, number one, give myself grace and to learn. So instead of coming in with I want to come and do it, I had to humble myself, and learn from my leaders. So I'm I'm giving you the expo back end on how to prepare yourself for leadership. You have to arm yourself up with grace. You have to give yourself grace and say, on this journey, I'm going to make mistakes, but it's okay. I will do it, but I will do it afraid. When you have a chance, please read through these questions again and answer them to your own satisfaction. Right? I'm talking too much just for the sake of time. Next slide, please. Now, self-awareness. I I wrote something down here. Okay. Self-awareness is knowing yourself, right? It is the product of self-reflection. When you look at yourself in the mirror, that's self-reflection. What you see in the mirror, when you can answer the question, what is in my mind, that is when you know yourself. So self-awareness is the product of self-reflection. It is the ongoing understanding of your emotions, your values, and your impact on others, right? It will help you improve decision, build stronger relationships, and have emotional intelligence, right? Just a question for the house. How would you describe minus I wrote here that self-awareness is a key component of emotional intelligence, allowing you to manage your emotions effectively. Now, how would you define emotional intelligence if I were to ask? It's about to rain, so it's getting darker. Chemaka, let's start with you. And then Grace. How would you define emotional intelligence?
For me, it's like having control over your emotions.
Okay, good. Grace, is Grace there? Okay. Cecilia, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So I will define it in one sentence. It's ability of being proactive rather than reactive.
Oh, I love that. And I was going to get to reactiveness. Awesome. Mercy, do you want to try? Then Toyi?
I think
Mercy.
I will echo what um um being
See.
able to control your emotions. Yes, for me.
Okay. I see that we have newer people. Hello, Victoria. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, everyone. Good
Good
evening.
evening. How are you? I wish we could see your face, but it's okay. Maybe next time. So now that you're here, would you give us? I hope you can see my screen. So we're just going around to talk about emotional intelligence and how it comes up as a result of developed self-awareness. So, in your opinion, what do you think emotional intelligence is?
Please, can you come again?
Yes, I was saying that I hope you can see my screen, and we're talking about emotional intelligence and how it is a benefit of developing self-esteem or self-awareness. So I was asking you, in your own opinion, what you think emotional intelligence is.
Okay, in my own opinion, thank you for asking. My own opinion, I think emotional intelligence is being able to regulate your emotions because one thing that I believe emotional intelligence should, or one thing I believe I believe that everyone should, learn about emotional intelligence is because we deal with different kinds of people every day. I mean,
Mm,
not everybody's calm, not everybody's as cool as you think you are. So
mm,
it's very, very important in your interpersonal relationship with people and
mm,
as well helping you to understand yourself and helping you to work in a productive way. So emotional intelligence is your ability to regulate your emotions, know
mm,
when to say what, when not to say what,
mm,
how to think better, how to respond, not just react to some certain situations. So that's what I think. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome answers. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Chamaka. And thank you, Victoria. Beautiful answers. And thank you, Mercy, also for your answers. And one thing is very paramount as you go into the world as leaders, because as you already are now, you're already leaders in your own right. A leader is a manager, right? And a manager is someone who can coordinate the affairs of himself or herself first before other people. I was having a conversation with my friend and I was trying to um apply for a job of a manager, and I'm like, oh, I've never managed anyone before. Yes, I'm a project manager now, but before I became a project manager, I never managed like a franchise, and I was scared. And she said, what do you mean? Who manages you? Who manages your affairs? And that made me feel like, oh, I am my own manager, right? I coordinate my activities, and I'm now able to translate that, into how I react and relate with people. Now, Cecilia said something very profound, and I need you to capture this. She said, emotional intelligence is the act of being less reactive. Because, like Victoria said, you will meet different people on the way, right? And as leaders, you're meant to center yourself, which is self awareness, self reflect, be self aware, and then know how to now react or relate, not react, relate with these people. So this is as a result of self-awareness. So hold a mirror to your mind and answer the previous questions. Next slide, please. Now, how do you do this? Here I put making it a habit. You journal. I love journaling. Put a finger up if you like journaling. Although I can only see one person's face, but put your digital hands up. Yay, okay, Victoria. I like journaling. Okay, I see you, Veronica. I like journaling. So who likes meditating here? I've tried. I'm not very good at it because my mind is always racing. Okay, Mercy. Okay, okay. So anyway, how to develop self-awareness and self-reflection. You journal, you meditate, and you ask feedback. Remember earlier, I had mentioned the importance of having accountability partners, someone that you can tell your feelings to without fear or favor, someone close to you, someone that you trust their judgments as much as they trust yours. And it goes both ways. Accountability partners are not one-offs. It's not one way. It's both ways. So make it a habit to develop your self-awareness before you go into the world as a certified leader. As soon as I'm hearing that this is the second to the last week of this inaugural um, fellowship, yeah, so well done, kudos, you've come a long way. Everything that you've learned, internalize it, write things down on your notepad, a piece of paper. Just always write things down and revisit them, just so that you don't forget where you're coming from and where you're going to head to, because writing things down creates that vision path, that vision board. You can draw, you can write, but it also helps. So journal, draw, meditate, and ask for feedback. Next slide, please. Now, this is my favorite of all, the power of yet, right? And I put this because okay, let me start with this. Put a finger up if you're always saying, I do not know how to, or if you've ever done that before. Like someone says, can you do something? Oh, I don't know how to. My hand is up because, yes, thank you, everyone. Because you can't know it all, right? But I think it was Chamaka that said, there's nothing I've not been able to do. I just put my mind to it. Now, the power of yet, right? It is the concept of adding yet to negative self talk. For example, I am not good at public service speaking yet. I am not good at product design yet. I'm not good at being a leader yet. But if you say, oh, I'm not good at being this, I can't do this, you're automatically telling your brain you're not going to be able to do this. But if you tell your brain, I can't do this yet, it means give me a few days, or give me a few minutes, or give me a few years, or give me a few months, I will be able to do this. So the power of yet turns no to yeses and reframes challenges as temporary roadblocks. So what seems very impossible becomes temporary in your head because of the power of what? Yet, right? So how to leverage the power of yet? Always replace negative self-talk. Instead of saying, I can't, right? I can't do this. Say, I can't do this yet, but I'm willing to learn. Now, when you're setting goals, and you see that in the next slide, when you're setting goals, add yet to it. In 2024, oh, hi, Ramatu. Oh, we have many people joining in. Hello, let's see you. Let's hear from you before I go on. I think Ramatu joined, and I saw someone else. Blessing. Hello. Hi, Blessing. Hey, Indy, and hi, Ramatu Sadiq. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Um, no problems. Hi, I'm joining so late. It's okay. Wanted to just say hi and welcome you to the class so you don't feel left out. We're speaking on mindset shifts and positive growth for leaders, and we have spoken about developing self-awareness and self-reflection, and now we're currently on the power of yet. I hope you catch up. So as I was saying, when you set goals, add yet to acknowledge that there might be challenges, but you're committed to overcoming them, right? Use yet with others. Encourage a growth mindset in others by using yet. Now, when you use yet, you boost persistence. You remember that this is temporary. It's not permanent, right? You encourage learning. I've not mastered this. Oh, thank you. What did I do? Um, when you encourage learning, oh, I've lost my train of thoughts now. Too much accolades. Oh my goodness. Okay. When you use yet, you encourage learning. When you've not mastered something yet, it means you're open to learning, you're open to improving. When you use yet, you build confidence. So I want everyone to unmute now and say after me. And you call your name.
I
I, Mewa
I,
Victoria,
Ramatu,
I embrace the power of yet.
I
I
embrace the
embrace
power
the
of
power
yes.
of it.
I do not know everything now,
I do
I
not
do
know
not know
everything
everything
now,
now,
but I am willing to learn it.
but I'm
but
willing
I'm
to learn it.
willing to learn it.
I
Willing to learn
can
it.
I
I
I
can
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 and I will.
and I
and
and
I
will.
I
will.
Yay, clap for yourselves. Woo! Awesome. Okay, I have 2 more slides left and then we'll go on. So next slide, please. Thank you. Next slide. Now, in setting your goals, right, as a speaker, remember we're talking about your mindset shift. And, we've developed a conscious mindset. We have developed self reflection, self awareness. Now, how do we translate this to our goals? Number one, be specific with your goals, be clear and precise. And it's okay to never have specific goals. It's okay. Like me now, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Again, I am a work in progress. Every day I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take today as it comes. I do not know what I'm doing today. I mean, minus my to do because I have it to do. I go to work, write everything down. And then in terms of life goals, I'm winging it, to be honest. I'm a work in progress, but I'm writing it down. Journaling helps me because in a week, I can always go back to it and say, okay, I think I'm ready to, for example, now for my master's, I'm still in between management or consulting. I'm in between strategy and innovation. And I'm just sharing it with you ladies because I feel like this is my safe space. So thank you for creating that safe space for me. So every day I always go back and read, and I'm reading articles on, which one would appeal to me more in the next year. And I've decided to do both. God help me. You know, I digress. Have specific goals. If not specific, it's okay, but just write your goals down. Remember to journal, meditate, and ask for feedback from your accountability partners. You measure, you track and evaluate progress. You set realistic targets or unrealistic targets. Don't limit yourself. Remember, there is a box, and then this is you. You can think in and out of the box. Remember, in and out. Someone say think outside of the box. But one time during a session with Dr. Ted's son, one of our speakers, Veronica, I remember, he's a renowned psychologist, one of the Singaporean university. When he asked us a question and it was like, "This is the box. Do you think inside the box or outside the box?" And people are like, "Oh, you think inside the box? Oh, you think outside the box?" If I let me ask you the question now, ladies, do you think inside the box or outside the box? Just tell me your answers. You can unmute. In, out, which one? No one? Come on. The answer is so simple. There are no wrong answers, by the way.
Outside the box.
Outside the box. Okay. Victoria says in and outside the box. So, okay. Cecilia, you're laughing. Do you want to try? Honestly, inside the box most times. Okay.
Well,
Chamaka,
I grew up being told think outside the box, so I
outside
have
the
no idea. Maybe I'll think
see.
of the box.
Mercy says you suggested. Oh, I see you, politician. You want to use my words against me. Okay. So when we had this debate there and then, the answer was there is no box. There is no box, right? It means your mind can go and travel as far as you want it to go. It means there is no limitation to what you can do. There is no box. How do you think? You think far and wide. You said on even this smart thing I'm writing here. I'm like, I shouldn't have put this here. I should have gone the unconventional route. So a mindset shift is a problem and you need to solve it. Immediately you go into problem thinking, solution thinking mode. At that point in time, there is no box because whatever solution that your mind can come up with at that time that would feel like the best possible solution is what you will go with. And how did you come up with that? Not a box, but your mind. And your mind is not a box. Am I wrong? All right. I mean, yeah. So there's no box. All right, ladies, there's no box. Your mind can go as far as you want. Think wide and far. So I'm going to skip this smart goals thing. Just set goals that are within, set goals that you know would benefit you over time. Okay. Next slide, please. And this is the last one. So now, on this journey of building mindsets and personal and positive thinking, you have to practice resilience. It's not going to be easy. And I'm very happy that most of you here have said your testimonies that you have to push through and push through and push through. And, it has brought you to where you are. You have to keep learning. Now, resilience in the environmental and socioeconomic way, or because I used to work at the Office of Resilience here in Kaduna, we used to just define resilience as the ability to withstand shocks and stresses, right? So resilience is that grit, that determination, that motivating factor that pushes you every morning to wake up. Do you understand? If you want to continue on your journey as a leader, in your mind, you need to know that resilience comes first. Like everyone has said, some one way or the other, you will meet people on the way. And I'm not even going to do the whole feminism talk because men will stress you. Women will also stress you. Recall that myself and Veronica's team lead at that time was a woman and she stressed us, but she molded us. And I put a picture of a pottery making hand in this slide because every situation sort of shapes and molds you. It can be a bad situation or a good situation, but trust me, there's always something to learn. Just remember, do it afraid, but come out unscathed and have that at the back of your mind that I am one resilient superwoman, no matter what happens. Okay? Then keep learning, always learn. Read as much as you can. And reading is not just by reading books, it's by listening to audio messages. Remember, Mercy said she always had to listen to sermons. I love sermons. I love Jess Myers. I love Priscilla Shires. I love who else again is there? I love Pastor Bolaji Ido's messages. Anyone that appeals to you, read, just listen. Audiobooks are very good now because not everybody has the time to like read through words. So I'm a visual learner and I'm also an audio kinetic learner. That's what it's called. I'll be Sharon, Veronica. Sharon Takim would point her face at me and say, "We're touching this thing." But the point is just to stay updated, follow the books, follow the words, learn from others that have come before you. Question: how can one acquire emotional intelligence and adaptability and adapt to intelligence? Oh, you know what? You have to ask me this question in your own words so that I can understand it. I hope that's okay, Cecilia. So while I just wrap up, and then continuous learning, and then adapt, innovate, and stay ahead of a rapidly changing world, right? Um, I had put something on my notes here to say that I wanted us to have a goal setting challenge. So everyone, please write this down. Write down a leadership goal and brainstorm steps that you can use to achieve this using a growth mindset. Write down a leadership goal and amongst yourselves, maybe on your own time, brainstorm steps, a growth mind step. So your leadership goal could be by 2025, I'm going to run for presidency, right? And then what growth mindset can you use to achieve this? And this is just for your own personal, no need to submit it to anything. And visualize it. Okay? Visualize it. Now, last slide for me, Veronica. Yes, I said you've got this. This is my thank you slide. I don't like to write thank you. You've got this. So, what are the key takeaways here? And I want all of us to go around the room to say what they've learned from this session in one or two words so that we wrap up. So, Veronica, would you call anyone or anyone can just go at random?
I think anyone can go at random.
Okay, Cecilia is smiling at me and she's the only one that put it on her camera, and I'm very grateful that you did. So, Cecilia, you go first, and then others can go. Your key takeaways and your call to action.
Okay, so I like the word yet because I was going to say if and then no. If I did it, but then I'll be like no. So I like the word yet. So I can do it yet. I can be this yet. So there's always sort of like an not an assumption, but there's always like hope that there's still more to do it and that there's still life and I still can acquire and accomplish everything that I want to do. So those are my takeout is the yet. It's a 3-letter word, but it's so significant.
I love that. And I'm so grateful that you've gotten that. Even me, I just learned it too. So we're on the same page. Ramatu, I know you joined late, but I hope you've been able to get something. So, what have you gotten so far? Ramatu Sadiq. Okay. Tony.
Yeah,
Okay, Ramatu is back.
seeing in all, preparing
Hello.
for Ramadan. Yeah, yeah, I'm saying that I
Yes.
joined very late. I'm really sorry for that, but for the little time I joined, I think I've learned what the word yet mean. Like to always tell yourself that yet you can do it. Have that hope, that feeling that I can do this and
Absolutely.
work towards it. So I think that word goes a long way for me. So thank you very much.
You are welcome. Okay.
Yes.
Chiamaka, thank you. Chiamaka,
Thank you, Sharon. I really enjoyed myself in this session.
thank you.
So the key takeaway for me was basically three things. Yes, this yet of a thing we should put yet in our goal setting and not limit ourselves to yes or no. Then the second one for me was the idea of self-reflecting, putting a mirror on your mind so I can be able to know what you think, so that I can be able to reorganize your thoughts and take corrections. Then the third one was the aspect of continuous learning. So we
Mm,
should try and learn and keep on learning, not limit ourselves to a particular source of learning and to other source of learning. So that was it for me.
I love it. Thank you so much. Victoria? Okay. Blessing. I've not heard your voice since. It's been nice to hear what you sound like. If you can speak. Uh, I think we lost Mercy and the other lady. Okay, just so that we don't drag it out. Thank you all. I have dropped a few of the my points for this session. Call to action would be to reflect on your own mindset. Our mindsets shape how we approach challenges and learning. A fixed mindset hinders growth, while a growth mindset empowers us to thrive. Don't forget, if you the more you have growth in your mind, you thrive. There's nothing you cannot do. Self-reflection and self-awareness are crucial for understanding ourselves and reach full potential. Blessing says, what if you keep learning and results seem slow? Then keep doing it. Do it afraid. Fail and try again and fail, fall and try, but you will get it. And then maybe another pair of eyes, would help you figure out what might be missing. Because if you're keeping your ideas to yourself or your learnings to yourself and um you're doing it one size one way, you might be missing something. So you might need an accountability partner or a community like such. And this is what WiLG is for. Veronica is always available, to say, can you help me look through this? And I might be missing something. Also, you might need to figure out your type of learning. How are you learning what you're learning? Is it by reading? What if you need to learn by drawing? What if you need to learn by pictures? So you need to change some things, but don't give up on totally. Just employ these three techniques, maybe. Give a friend and then, you know, try another method of learning. So I hope this helps. Blessing. I would have loved to hear your voice again, but it's okay. Then the power of yet. Back to my key takeaway. Leaders with growth mindsets are more resilient, adaptable, and inspiring. You are welcome. And then to reflect on your own mindset, practice self-reflection, and cultivate a growth mindset. Right. So you've got this. There's nothing you can't do. Remember, there's nothing you can't do yet. Can always do everything. So thank you, ladies, for your time. And that's it for me. I know that Cecilia had a question, so we might as well answer it when she's ready.
Okay. Well, just to touch upon what you said, I just learned that I'm a visual learner, so I have to see things practically for me to understand. So that could also be a very important thing. So my question was, is it possible for somebody to acquire emotional intelligence, adaptability intelligence, and in IQ particularly, or is it that you can only have one more than the other?
Hmm. What is adaptability intelligence?
So it's the ability where you can be presented either in a new situation and you adapt quickly,
Mm-hmm.
or you're in a situation where which is different from the situation that you're used to. So adaptability covers the fact that you can adapt in any scenario, any situation, different type of people quickly more than other people. So it's sort of similar to resilience,
Yeah.
but catches it's more on a broader term.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so from what you just said, I think two of them can't coexist, right? Um, Now, when you adapt, of course, you'll be fueled with a lot of emotions. Now, how do you handle that? Right, is where the emotional intelligence or is the intelligence of it that comes in. So I do think you can have both. I am no psychologist, but I think from my own gra, let me put it that way, from my own stubbornness and my own grit and determination, I would say yes, you can have both. I hope I answered your question, but we can do more reading on it, from a psychologist standpoint if we have to.
Yeah, thank you. That answer. Although I have a background of psychology, that's also a question
Oh,
that
I,
is
I,
so
I should be
difficult.
coming to
So
you for therapy. You come and therapize me.
no, no, no
What?
worry. Any like all answers are always correct. There's nothing like a psychological
Oh,
point of view. Anybody, whatever answer you bring out is always correct because we keep
awesome.
learning. That's the whole point of being agile.
Yes.
So
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much,
And your
Cecilia. I
session was
learned
amazing,
something.
by the way. It
Thank
was
you.
very interactive and engaging.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I learned something today, adaptability intelligence. I'm taking that with me. Thank you very much. Any other questions, ladies, before we call it? Sorry, I'm moderating your session, Veronica. No vex.
No worries, it's fine. If anybody has any question, they can drop it in the chat box. I mean, thank you, Sharon. Today has been power-packed, powerful. The power of yet, because I myself, I mean, I think I need that in my life as well. Sometimes you need that constant reminder, like you said, doing it afraid, going back and reflecting on it, because sometimes life will throw you certain curveballs. You're like, can I do this? Can I do this? But it's always with that positive mindset to see the power of it, and including that in our daily lives. So thank you very much. Thank you, Sharon. I mean, all the mentees, I'm sure everybody can testify that today's session was amazing. Thank you for interacting. Some people have not seen their faces. I saw their faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And then Ine Hurogo, I'm sorry, Ugo joined late. Can she say hi? Let's hear her voice.
Yes, please. Let's say hi.
Hi, Ugo. I'm sorry. Ugo. Is that it? Okay. Maybe she doesn't want to speak.
Hi,
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good evening. You joined a bit late. I hope you're well.
I'm fine. I'm good. I was just a bit busy, and I'm still busy. But then,
I hope you watch the recording, and then let me know if you have any questions. Veronica tagged me on LinkedIn, so you can follow me. I'm happy to follow you back and grow my network. It was very nice hanging out with you guys today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Sharon. We appreciate you coming in and engaging with us. I'm sure that we're all pumped up, as we get to the ending of the mentorship program. I'm really excited that this just came up to give us a warm-up and to reshake our minds to say there's the power of yet, and there's nothing that we can't do, and we have got this. Thank you.
Yeah.
We wish you all the best in your endeavors, in your new role, and we're hoping to see all our ladies at the top. I mean, because that's what we need to. So thank you very much for taking the time, for preparing your slides. Thank you for engaging us. We really appreciate it. We wish you all the best and hope you have an amazing week and an amazing year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. I wish you all the best and go with God. Do it, but do it afraid. And what's on the slide is you've got this, you have got this. There's nothing you can't do. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.